7 things I learned as a multi-potentialite and that I want to share with you. That is the subject of today. My name is Mindy and welcome back. If you haven't yet subscribed, make sure to do it because you have every week 2 videos of mine I post here, and all of my videos have the intention to help you grow and thrive in life. Check the information down below. You have one-on-one sessions with me, and I have a special one-on-one session also for multi-potentialites, so people that just like myself are on this journey of holding different projects, different jobs, different things at the same time. I know how overwhelming this can be. I also use neuroscience. I use every single tool I have used during the past decade as a coach. And also, you can treat me to coffees. And now let's dive in. I want to share, as I said at the beginning, all of my experience as a multi-potentialite. Of course, I cannot do all of it in one video, but I'm trying slowly to put as much free content here. I know how hard it can be because sometimes we make it hard for ourselves. Sometimes the society and the world is not prepared for people who is just doing different things at the same time. Just like myself, on top of having this channel, which is a lot of work, trust me, I'm creating constantly content and I am the only one person who runs everything here. I'm also a coach. So I have my coaching practice, as I also mentioned on my videos. And I also work for NGOs. I am sort of media advisor. I make photos. I'm a documentary photographer and storyteller, and I help NGOs to convey a message. I am also writing a novel. I'm writing a book, and that I hope I can share with you by the end of this year already, that I haven't done. Well, that's for now, but I stopped doing a lot of other things that I want to share. So how is that I do it? So number 1, not everything you like needs to become into a career or job. When you're a multi-potentialite, you like many things, you feel passionate about many things, but it doesn't mean that everything you need to make money with. For instance, I used to be a fitness instructor, but I don't do it anymore because I realized that that is not where my real passion lies, but I needed to explore in order to get there. But I still do fitness, and I share lots of fitness content on my Instagram. Follow me at MindyMalist, because I want to always inspire and motivate people to stay healthy, to live a healthier lifestyle. And I still do that, you know. I don't do it within the same context that I did it as a fitness instructor, but I'm still doing it. So that's like, I consider my Instagram, my Insta stories, another side project because I'm constantly uploading content. I'm also like into cooking. I have sometimes when I'm at home, right now I'm traveling, but when I'm at home, I have every Friday, I would bake something and I would invite people over. So I have passions, and I try to keep doing those passions when I have the time. So I don't make it like into a heavy thing. I have to do it. Not everything needs to make money, and that's something that I needed to learn. And I finalized that like lesson in life when I decided I'm not going to work in fitness anymore, because even though I like fitness, that is not where I want to spend a lot of time. I just want to use it for myself, and I want to tell others, hey, you should do this. Another time I also had this project for it was like a cookbook. I still have it somewhere, but I didn't finish it because I had this business idea with a cookbook, and I even had an Instagram account for only cooking. But on time I realized that, you know, I didn't want to make it into a business. I still cook, but I don't do it for money. Not everything needs to become your job or career, and you still can do them. Second thing I learned is that I needed to give up on being normal. Yes, so acceptance is key here. I felt for many years, and I do still feel sometimes, this urge to be normal, like to say like, okay, what do you do for work? I do just this, you know? To be able to just to feel that I fit in, because I know that I am not someone who fits in with most of people. And I know that if you're watching this, most likely, or perhaps you're someone who, like me, also feels the same way, who feels like, okay, everybody else seems to have one path, one single way they're going through, and I seem to be going through different ways. And maybe right now you have chosen what are those paths you want to take, but If you're a multi-potentialite, you most likely were exploring a lot of options until you came into the conclusion, okay, these are the three things I want to be doing, you know? I needed to accept, and I would say to you, that would make your life easier. If you accept that this is who you are and that you cannot change it, you don't want to change it, you want to love yourself, accept yourself, and be okay with who you are. And not only be okay, be proud of who you are. Number 3, therefore, connecting with number 2, embody that you're allowed to be many things as you want to be. You don't need to be something. There is nothing, nowhere written on stone. Nobody told you at the moment of birth that you needed to choose only one thing. You have to embody that this is who you are and accept it. And if you can't, I will give you permission. Here, take it. This is your permission slip. I promise you will make your life easier. You are allowed to be many things. Number 4, projects. Each project has priorities. So you need to learn what project needs your attention right now and be able to discard the rest for a little moment. So in theory, what this means is like, imagine you have 3 children and you say like, okay, this Sunday is gonna be the Sunday of, let's say, a name, Mary. And next Sunday, I'm gonna give one single attention to Peter. And the next Sunday, I'm gonna give attention to, you know what I mean? So that's what you do with your projects. You cannot do everything at once. It is not possible that as a multi-potentialite, you're gonna sit down one day, open your computer, and you're gonna be working in one day in 3 different things. Maybe the multi-potentialite like me tends to feel like that's possible, that's okay, but that's too much to ask from yourself. So you can have as many things as you want. Well, I wouldn't say have 100 things, but let's say like me right now, I have 3 things where I work. And so I choose what needs my attention. So I would choose based on a deadline, for instance, or I would choose based on a deadline that I create myself, because on top of this, I am my own boss. I work for myself. Even though I do have a client, I still choose what am I going to do and how I'm going to do it myself. So it is important to determine what needs your attention and to be okay to put aside the rest. You do not take everything at once, because that can just burn you out. And if you want more information about this particular point I'm making, please write it down below in the comment section. Also put in the comment section what new video you would like me to create for multi-potentialites. Number 5, if a project doesn't give you energy, you may need to reconsider it. Be wise with how you spend your energy. Energy is just a resource, just like money, just like time. Your energy is important, and your energy will tell you if you want to continue doing something or not, or if what you're doing is working or not working. So be wise, listen to yourself, and notice if you are still going for a project that doesn't align with you. As a multi-potentialite, you will want to do many things, but be wise with what you choose. You cannot go for everything. Maybe it's like the first point I mentioned, something can just be a hobby. It doesn't need to become into your job or your career. So be wise how you spend your energy. For instance, with the cooking project I told you, like I love cooking still, but I don't feel like at some point I felt like I don't want to do this. I don't know why I'm doing this, blah, blah, blah. But it was because it didn't fit within my bigger picture. So you need to be wise. Check out with your energy why you're feeling something, and be mindful and be honest with yourself. Number 6, it's okay to have different sources of income. And again, this looks like another point I just mentioned, but it's slightly different. I remember many times when people have asked me, and even sometimes I do still feel, so it's still an ongoing process, you know, but people ask me like, what do you do for work? And I would say like all of these things, and they would say like, oh, but do you pay your bills from there? And it feels like there is a judgment coming from there, or at least that's how I interpret it. When a multi-potentialite does many things, they are just kind of fun things, kind of things that sound like, okay, this is like something that, I don't know, sounds like the ideal dream job or something, because the multi-potentialite has worked hard to get there. And it's not just like easy. Like right now, for instance, I am traveling. Well, I'm not really traveling all the time, but I'm sitting in one place, I'm staying in one place. I am outside of the Netherlands 3 months, 4 months. I think it's 4 months. And it seems like, oh wow, she can just travel and do not. No, there is a lot of hard work in order for me to be able to do this right now. And so give yourself credit and don't judge yourself, and don't let the criticism of other people saying like, oh, but do you pay your bills from there because your life is fun, or because you seem to, you know, do things that sound easy. It's okay to have different sources of income, and it's okay that those sources of income are not the regular thing. You should be proud of yourself, and I am learning that constantly, of being proud of who I am. And you know, now I am also proud of teaching this and sharing this with other people who might need to know it as well. You do not need to feel weird, you know, about having a different life than what the rest has. And number 7, it's okay to not be able to explain what you do just by giving a job title. So that's another thing. People want to know, what do you do? And then you start saying, oh, well, I do this, I do that, and I do that. And I had for many years this thought of people is not going to take me seriously. And also because I have changed many times what I do for work. So even though I've been a coach for many years, I've done like script writing, I wrote sitcoms for I think 3 years or something like that. I also did advertising. I wrote a movie as well, an independent movie. What else I did? The fitness thing. I opened my own retail businesses. Oh, I've done a lot of things. And then you meet the person next time and they say, well, what is it you do? And then you explain all of these things. And next time you explain different things that you're doing. And it just feels sometimes like weird, and that you cannot say like, okay, I am like an accountant, or I am whatever, an engineer. And the next time you see that person, you say the same. So it's okay not to be able to explain with one sentence what you do for work. It's okay not having like a proper title for the work you do. And what I explain is like, I say, well, I help people this way, I help organizations this way, and that's it. And I used to make it bigger than what it was. And in the end, everybody is just living their lives, and they're trying to do, I hope, their best for their own lives. And if they ask you something, it's not that serious. I mean, yes, they want to know, but they're going to forget soon after that they had a conversation with you. They will move on and do their lives, but you are the one who stays with what you think about yourself, what you think about you do. And you need to create a healthy relationship with yourself, and to be at peace with who you are and what you do, and to be proud of it. This is like my very last message for you if you are watching this video up until now. Please leave your comments down below and share your experience as a multi-potentialite with me. Remember that I can be your coach, also a multi-potentialite coach for you. And also, like with Myers-Briggs stuff, I help people. If you just want to talk with me about anything that my channel has triggered you as well, there's that one-on-one session also for that. So make sure to check out. And now I will leave you. Remember to follow me on Instagram, by the way, @mindymanist. And for now, see you next time.